Welcome to episode 9 of Project W, where we're taking you on a journey to create more opportunities, sales, and growth for your business using Walmart.com. We're showing you how to sell your Amazon products on Walmart.com using these same simple methods. I'm Carrie Miller with Helium 10.
And I'm Tim Jordan with Private Label Legion. And the question I have for you is what's going to happen when we get to episode 11? Because Carrie likes to throw up the episode numbers. How are you going to do 11?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll figure it out. In this episode, we're going to be talking about fulfillment. Fulfillment's a massive part of the reason that marketplaces have an advantage over some other types of e-commerce selling. And we're going to give you kind of the basic rundown of fulfillment with Walmart.com. Here we go.
One of the greatest things that Amazon did was create their Prime program. They started warehouses all over the country and got us all trained to expect 2-day shipping, which is great for us, but in times like last year where the fulfillment was overwhelming, it was kind of quite a change for us. But they definitely set up the expectations in terms of fulfillment, which is what I think has changed the entire industry.
Yeah, not only from the buyer side, but also from the seller side. Traditional e-commerce meant that I would have to create a website, sell a product, and then I would actually have to go out and box that product, tape that product, label that product, ship it myself, pay for the shipping myself. So the marketplace internal fulfillment system really changed the game because I didn't have to have my own internal infrastructure. I can kind of piggyback off of the infrastructure and capabilities that the marketplace built out for us. Now, Walmart has some expectations for us as sellers of being able to get our product quickly to the consumer. There's 3 or 4 ways in which we can do that currently through the Walmart system. In this episode, we want to tell you about those different ways.
The first thing is we can do merchant fulfilled, and that's basically you have your own warehouse and you are doing all the fulfilling, the picking, packing, and shipping, and getting those products out quickly. Now, to get the 2-day shipping, it means you're doing a ton of volume, so it is kind of challenging, just negotiating those terms on your own with FedEx or UPS. So it does bring a lot of challenges. Plus, you have to make sure that you're on time and that you are really delivering this fast shipping. So that's something that you should consider when doing merchant fulfilled.
And merchant fulfilled is a baseline requirement of Walmart. Remember when we were setting up the account, they said, how are you going to ship this stuff? Is it through 3PL or is it through your own warehousing system? So it's like the last case scenario, but required.
Yeah.
If everything else is full, if everything else is backlogged and we can't use the other fulfillment options, we must as a minimum be able to ship ourselves. Now, that means that it's going to be really hard to give free 2-day shipping.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
If I have my warehouse in the Southeast, it's going to be really expensive to ship a $20 item to California, right? So what you would do in that scenario is distribute your products. If you were using merchant fulfilled with kind of more robust distribution center, that would mean having 3PLs or third-party logistics centers. And there are tens of thousands of these spread out in the US, and I could take maybe a 5-pallet order and have 1 pallet in one region and 1 pallet in the other and 1 pallet. And then the orders would actually be transmitted to the closest fulfillment center that's housing my product so that we're geographically closer, all right? So we've got merchant fulfilled, which just basically means Walmart says, hey, you've got an order, ship the product. And I could do it myself, or I could have a third-party like contractor, right? So a third-party fulfillment center that's shipping this out. The problem is this takes a lot of manual work, right? Because I have to be tracking those orders. I have to have some sort of software integration. I have to be uploading tracking information. There's a lot that is on me. And it actually negates one of the biggest benefits of a marketplace, which is being able to, scale that up, I guess you would say, as a seller. The other thing is we're not always trustworthy, right? Third-party sellers, a lot of times we're late to get stuff packed. We're late to get stuff shipped. We're not putting tracking numbers in correctly. We don't have lower shipping rates, because we don't have those pre-negotiated with the shipping carriers. So our product cost or our purchase cost, we may have to elevate beyond what the consumer expects to cover those costs. So although it's baseline, it's kind of like standard that we have to have, it's not always ideal. And that's why fulfillment systems like FBA for Amazon or WFS or Walmart Fulfillment Services with Walmart are a big advantage, not just for us, but for the consumer also, because they can leverage their volume and decrease their shipping rates. They have the infrastructure and capabilities that Carrie and I are never personally going to have, right, to get that stuff shipped out faster.
Yeah. I wanted to clarify something. I don't know if I made this clear, but with merchant fulfilled, you actually can do longer than 2-day shipping. So that's why when you see the 3+ days shipping, it's usually a merchant fulfilled item. So that means, they might take 7 days to get it to you or 10 days. So that definitely will decrease your conversion when the shipping is much longer.
So you can do it, but it's not preferred. In our ranking episode, we talked about the prominence and importance of that 2-day shipping to get ranked.
Yeah, and which is, again, really expensive.
Very expensive if you're doing it yourself. So as Walmart was building out their infrastructure into what is now Walmart Fulfillment Services, which has some limitations we'll talk about in a little bit, they gave us an interim option, I would call it. And that interim option was utilizing an existing fulfillment system, which is called Deliver. Deliver with 2 R's. So can you explain kind of what Deliver is?
Yeah, Deliver is sort of a third-party logistics, but they've got warehouses all over the country. So you basically ship in your products to them and they distribute them to all their different warehouses so that you can actually offer 2-day shipping. So when you're on Walmart, they actually have partnered with them so that you can actually do that 2-day shipping through Deliver.
So it's like an outsourced WFS,
yeah,
right? Because
outsourced,
Walmart didn't have the infrastructure, they contracted out. So it's like almost a white label FBA or white label WFS.
And what's kind of nice is a lot of people use Deliver through their Shopify sites already. So it's kind of an easy transition, especially for those who have already set it up that way.
Yeah, so I think this announcement was made a year ago, and we know a lot of people using Deliver. And Deliver is an interesting conversation because it's not true Walmart WFS and it's not truly controlled merchant fulfilled. It's like that middle of the ground. Now, in a perfect world, we would use what Walmart has set up now, which is WFS, or Walmart Fulfillment Service. It is their own warehousing, their own storage, their own inter-warehouse transportation, right? So you can send in a truck full of something to one place and they distribute it for us. And then they would also distribute locally to their buyers. Now, the reason I say that I would select that in a perfect world is because the world's not perfect. And we don't mean to disparage WFS, but we will say this: WFS is growing right now, and they are building out more infrastructure. They are setting up more warehouses, more intake facilities. They're growing. That's why Deliver was so important as like an interim solution. The other thing about WFS is it's not always immediately available to every seller, is it?
You have to apply to WFS. So yeah, that is something that you have to apply and get accepted to Walmart Fulfillment Services. So something else, again, to consider in a non-perfect world.
So we tell everybody, once you get your account set up and you start selling, go ahead and apply for WFS. Some accounts you even have to wait a little bit to apply until you get some sales going. Sometimes you're accepted immediately, sometimes it takes a little longer. And then once you do get it set up, it seems like there's a prioritization of whose stuff gets accepted faster, or how much inventory they accept. So it's a little bit throttled, I would say. So the game plan that we like to tell people is get your account set up, get some products loaded, get selling, apply for WFS, and then as soon as you're eligible, start shipping products into WFS. Let that distribute and sell it. Now, if you get WFS and the other qualifications, then you also get that Walmart Plus badge, which we talked about was so valuable for ranking. But never put all of your eggs, wait, this is a pun for our egg tray. Never put all of your eggs in one basket, meaning...
or one egg tray or egg holder.
Yeah, never put all your eggs in one egg tray. Don't 100% depend on WFS, because if I have 1,000 units that I want to sell on Walmart and I send in 1,000 units to WFS, during that inbound time of accepting those products being distributed, I might not have any inventory to sell. So I like to keep some inventory back and either merchant fulfill them through my 3PL or through Deliver while the other inventory is getting to Walmart. And as they continue to accept more and speed up, we'll continue to utilize it more and more and more. But go ahead and definitely apply to it and get accepted so that you can start taking advantage of it. All right, so to review, if you guys will bear with me, I'd actually like to draw out, it's not going to be pretty, Carrie, I'm sorry, but just a rough explanation of all these different components. So if here on the screen, this represents customers. These are buyers that are getting the product. The baseline that we have to have available to sell in Walmart is our ability to ship from an internal source, all right? So this is our warehouse, or this is our business address, right? And every time an order comes in from the Walmart platform, this being the platform, that order comes to us, and then we package the product and we ship it to our customers, right? We ship it. Now this warehouse doesn't necessarily have to be ours. It can be a 3PL, okay? And we might even have multiple 3PLs in different locations, right? And we distribute the inventory between all those, and they ship out to all these different customers as the platform order instructions come in. The interim is Deliver. And the way that works is we take our inventory, We actually ship it to deliver. They distribute it to all of their individual warehouses. The order comes in automatically to deliver, and deliver ships the orders back out to the customers. Okay?
And I actually think that for a lot of people, deliver is going to be the best option because you don't have to take inventory out of what you already have for your Shopify sites. A lot of people use deliver for Shopify. And even for some of their other marketplaces to just fulfill any items that they have. So this is actually a really awesome setup for probably a lot of you, a majority of you.
Yeah.
So
these could be different platforms, Shopify, Big C, and they're all sending orders directly to deliver shipping them out. And then kind of we'll call it the holy grail is WFS. Okay, WFS being Walmart Fulfillment Service, like I said, and they are going to have tons and tons and tons of distribution centers, stores, whatever it is. Just like Deliver, we would take our inventory, send it to WFS, and WFS would then distribute to all of these different regional fulfillment centers or even stores, all right? Even stores that have some capability to accept and ship. And then all of those orders are going to the customers, right? Now, in my very accurate yet jumbled illustration here, what is the one component of Walmart's fulfillment capabilities that I haven't drawn on here? Let's see if you understand what I mean.
That you haven't drawn on
That I haven't drawn on here. It's a trick question.
The stores. Is that what you're talking about? Pickup?
Store pickup. Hey, good work. So the one thing that we sometimes forget is that Walmart has a mountain of stores, over 10,000 stores. And I think the demographics are like 90% of North American population is within 10 miles of a store. So if they need something fast, right? Or if they don't want to wait on shipping, or if they want to buy something that's on the store shelves, the other option is for Walmart customers to buy something and actually drive and pick it up themselves at the store, which again, doesn't necessarily impact Walmart.com sellers like us a ton right now because most of our stuff is not physically in stores. But Walmart continues to show us through different projects that they are integrating the capabilities of a distribution center, a pickup center, and a full retail store. So I think that the future is bright for Walmart fulfillment because of all of those capabilities and all of that square footage and storefront that they have right now. I think that covers it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hope you guys like my illustration. Please comment in this video if you're watching this on YouTube and give me like an F through an A rating, A being the best. I hope I see a lot of A's on my second grade illustrative purposes here, but I think it works. All right, so remember, in this episode, we're not showing you how to manage shipments. We're not showing you how to set up fulfillment. We just want to give you kind of a high-level overview of the fulfillment options available to us as Walmart sellers, kind of how they work and how they are going to affect our capabilities to scale, as well as affect our ranking capabilities by getting that Walmart Plus badge and that fast fulfillment promise for Walmart.com. All right, so on the next episode that you're going to see, there will have actually been a pretty big chunk of calendar, several weeks between this episode and the next one, even though the release dates are going to trickle them out in order. And we're going to let all of this stuff play out, get our inventory in, get our sales, apply for WFS, apply for the advertising portal. And on some of the next episodes, we're going to be showing you things like how to set up your PPC campaigns, how to actually read your seller center reports and performance updates and restock suggestions and all of that good stuff. So we have a lot more coming up, but we've definitely gone a long way to show you exactly how to move your existing Amazon products and inventory over to Walmart.
Yeah. And we'll definitely be showing you our listing quality score. And hopefully by that time, it'll be improved dramatically.
Yeah, we think it should have a few sales. So, all right, so to review in this episode, we covered kind of a high-level overview of the options for Walmart fulfillment capabilities, right? Whether it's Walmart fulfillment services to deliver or merchant fulfilled to 3PLs, all that good stuff. If you want to see some specific show notes, or you can get all of the episodes and all the other resources at helium10.com/Project W. And on the next episode, I think that assuming all things go right, we're going to actually jump into setting up PPC campaigns, right?
Yes, we will be doing that, and also our Walmart fulfillment services too.
Yep.
So we're going to show you how all that works and how to set it up.
Okay, see you on the next episode.